guest, George Baltzer, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey folks, how's it going? I wanted to start off tonight with an impression. You guys like impressions? This is an impression of a hipster on the downhill side of his 20s trying desperately to grasp onto some form of artistic legitimacy before he falls into a bottomless pit of blue-collar non-identity. Hey folks, how's it going tonight? How's it going? Yeah, I'm from Eugene. I'm moving to Chicago tomorrow, which is why I'm in Portland. Yeah. It's also, I moved out of Eugene today, and I'm disheveled. Like, I'm usually much more put together. I'm moving. That's why I look like I got kicked out of the yacht club, and I'm on a bender about it. Did anyone grow up eating SpaghettiOs? Yeah. What was the slogan for SpaghettiOs? That's right. SpaghettiOs. That's not how you market a product. That's not, I think whatever copywriter came up with that, they were like, all right, check it out. We're gonna have this 99-cent can of processed pasta and tomato sauce, a slogan that the people who buy it understand. We're gonna give it something they identify with. Something like, uh-oh, Mom's shifts at Blockbuster got cut again. Uh-oh, the 94 Ford Taurus is in the shop. You're gonna have to ride to school with your weird cousin for a while. Uh-oh, you were born on the side of the class war that's constantly losing. Sorry about that. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. That's good. I'm getting older, anybody else? Yeah. I'm getting older. And it sucks. I'm getting older, and one thing that's happening is I'm starting to like stuff less. Anybody else got that going on? It's just like every day, like the cat of jadedness pushes one more thing off the table of stuff that I like. And I'm just like, oh, no, backyard composting? That was always bullshit. But it sucks, because that means I'm turning into my parents. When I was growing up, my parents only liked 3 things. They liked Fox News, Franzia boxed wine, and Jimmy Buffett. And I just know that in like 5 to 10 years, all I'm gonna have is like Vice and Franzia boxed wine and Mac DeMarco. If you don't know who Mac DeMarco is, he's Jimmy Buffett from Millennials. That's true. You might notice that none of those 3 things my parents liked were me, their only son, and that's why I'm up here doing this right now. That's good. Another thing about getting older is that a lot of people that I grew up with, like I'm living this like weird, crazy comedian, bohemian lifestyle, you know, moving to Chicago, living in Eugene, all this stuff. A lot of people that I have, a lot of people I know, they're on like the straight and narrow, you know, they've got like careers, and they're buying houses, and they're having kids by choice, and I'm like still at the point in my life where an upside down bucket counts as patio furniture. Like that's where I'm at. They have health insurance. I Google the number on pills that I find on the ground in case they're useful. But the part that really freaks me out about it is the having kids part. Because these people, they're consciously choosing to engineer a new human being. And I'm just getting used to people my own age calling me daddy. It's a true story, too. It's a true story. Like 4 years ago, somebody asked me if they could do that. Someone asked me if they could call me daddy, and I was like, hold up. We're about to have sex in a squat house in Oakland. I hitchhiked to get here. I'm living out of a backpack right now. What about that says fathership material to you? It's good. It occurred to me recently that I'm not like a hot dude. You know what I'm talking about? Where are my hot dudes at? Nowhere. Welcome to Portland. I'm not like a hot dude, and it was just like a fact that popped into my brain. I wasn't mad, I wasn't upset about it. I was just sitting on my porch smoking a jazz cigarette, and it occurred to me, I was like, oh, that's right, George, you're not a hot guy. That's a true thing about you. We're just gonna put that in the brain catalog of true things about you. Right next to you, cried at every Muppet movie you've ever watched. But it's true. Like, I'm just like a little too weirdly proportioned to be hot. I'm doing all right. And like, I look all right from the front, but let me do like a turn for you guys, and you can see my fucking weird legs. The point is, yeah. The point is, I'm not like a hot guy. I am cute though. I'm just like a little too short and a little too thick to be hot. I am cute. I'm like a human corgi. I'm like a human corgi. Like, I'm cute. I'm not like rugged. I'm not like a German shepherd. I'm not a hero. I'm not gonna be sniffing out bombs in Iraq. But if you're having a shitty day, you can just look up a video of me running on the beach. It'll cheer you right the fuck up. Cheer you right up. Who's bad at relationships? Everybody. This is the basis of my comedy, is I just talk about stuff everyone relates to and hope it goes well. I'm bad at dating, but it sucks because I had forewarning about it. Because this thing would happen where I grew up. I grew up in a very small rural town, and everybody knew our family, and so thusly, when I was like a small child, my mom and I would be at the grocery store. This old lady from the community would see us. She'd come up and start talking to us. And they'd always do this thing. When they saw me, they would lean down and they'd be like, "Oh, look at you. You're getting so big. You're going to be a little heartbreaker someday." Which, first off, that's a really weird fucking compliment to give to a kid. But what I really wish they'd done is I wish they'd given me a little more information with it. I wish they'd been more like, "Oh, look at you. You're going to have trouble maintaining relationships. Because it's going to take you a long time to work through your emotional disassociation stemming from your isolated adolescence. Someday you're just going to be in bed next to someone you're dating. You're going to realize that it's too late. Too late to pull back from this without both parties suffering irrevocable emotional damage that's then going to carry on in both of your future relationships." I think that's what we need to tell kids these days, you know? I really think it is. Yeah. It's good to be in Portland, good to be out of Eugene. Eugene's a weird place. Who's been to Eugene? Yeah. It's a weird spot. It's like a garden of dreams that is dead because somebody tried to fertilize it with too much LSD. That's what Eugene's like. Eugene's like a town, I encourage you to go there because it is cheaper than Portland, but it has a lot of the same amenities. I really encourage people to go to Eugene if you want to live somewhere where nobody likes to hear the word no. To like any stupid idea. Like, should we have a Renaissance fair just for people too weird for regular Renaissance fairs? No, let's have several. Should me, a grown, middle-aged white man, wear a dashiki, a traditional African dress garb, to the pizza place with my family? It's a Tuesday afternoon. Go right the fuck ahead. It's Eugene. Should I enter a stranger's home at 4 a.m. because I'm drunk and their deadbolt is broken, knock on a random bedroom door and ask for a cigarette? That's Eugene. That's what it's like. It's good to be out. It's good to be out. It's been a lot of fun. I'm gonna leave you guys with one more quick little joke. It's a little bit of on a serious note. I like to talk about this. I think that in times of social and political strife, such as those that we are in now, it's important every once in a while to take a step back and just kind of appreciate the small marks of forward progress we've made as a society recently. For instance, culture's continuously warming attitude towards the act of eating ass. Nobody used to talk about it. Now everyone's talking about it. People are on the street right now talking about eating ass. Nobody used to do that. And if they did, they dressed it up in funny little names. Like just 3 years ago, everybody called it rimming, which is just a slightly less descriptive verb. And before that, everybody called it salad tossing. Doesn't make any goddamn sense. But now it's like what used to be the sole territory of your single aunt's weirdest boyfriend It's now like second base for millennials. So let's give it up for progress, everybody. All right, this has been an impression of a hipster on the downhill side of his 20s, trying desperately to grasp onto some form of artistic legitimacy before he falls into a bottomless pit of blue-collar non-identity. Blech. Thank you, Portland. Give it up for Joanne.